She is your mother. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Amber Blackburn.
Yeah! Amber! Woo!
I love how Brandon's sending Amber back to French. My daughter is absolutely crazy too, which does not help anything. She's undiagnosed, but she's madly autistic, and a lot of people here do know her. So, yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. But finding a babysitter for her is like trying to get a bill past Congress. It's just impossible. And a couple years ago, I was living on Key Parkway, and I've had two babysitters for her, both were friends from high school. And the reason they were my babysitters was because they were the only ones in the area that spoke English. One happened to be my high school sweetheart. If you want awkward, have an ex-boyfriend that you dated 3 years of your childhood be your babysitter. And one day I was like, why are you calling me an emotional breakdown waiting to happen? He was like, I dated you when you were 15. I was like, I was not that bad. I was not emotional. He goes, Amber, you had a meltdown at my house because we had time to watch one movie, and you could not decide between Clockwork Orange and Caligula. And I'm like, shit, what was I doing at 15 watching Caligula? And then, like, now that I'm a mom, it's like, whoa. I'm raising kids. But it's so funny because my daughter is such a basket case, and my son is like totally chill, just like polar opposite of her. And my ex-boyfriend was always, he loved to babysit my son and he was terrified of my daughter. So finally, like, he would literally pay me to babysit my son. And I'm like, okay, something's going on. There's some like child butt sex going on. So I lied to him. I'm like, look, I gotta take Shiloh to the doctor. Yes, her name is Shiloh. Can you watch, Aiden? Aiden is my son. Can you watch Aiden for an hour? And he goes, yeah, sure. So I took her and I went to the grocery store. And I snuck back in the house. And I had a back patio at the time. The most epic non-CGI lightsaber battle was happening on the back patio. I could not believe it. And he's, Aiden, I am your father. And this poor 4-year-old boy is like, no, you're not. And he's like, yes, I am. Poor kid, no, you're not. And he starts jamming with the lightsaber, and it is so epic. And this poor little kid is so ticked at him that I'm freaking out that he's going to fall off my balcony. We have a 12-pound dog who's now in defense mode, going after him, going after angles, and I'm like, shit, I should be filming this. But then if he falls off the balcony, then I might be required to stay to the hospital rather than leave. So I'm just going to sit here and watch it. But, yeah, that problem was solved really quickly. I figured out why he wanted to watch my kids so bad. So my daughter's last babysitter unfortunately died a year ago. Mm-hmm. So I've been having this huge issue of trying to find babysitters, and I'm terrified because she's only starting to talk. She still can't tell me what is going on. So, like, if the child butt sex thing happens, I can't tell me. So, and I'm, the talking to her dad about this, I'm like, I gotta get a job, but what are we gonna do for a babysitter? Who can we trust? If she goes to like some agency where somebody's watching like 20 kids, they're going to lose sight of her, and that's when things happen, is when she's not being watched. And he was like, well, what are you proposing? I'm like, well, why don't I get an at-home job? Because I gotta work. I'm getting bored. We need the money. I gotta find a job. And he's like, if you're not going to go out and bust your ass like everybody else, you might as well start boring. So I'm charging $50 an hour. I take credit. No, I don't take credit. I'm sorry. I take cash or check. I don't have a credit card here because I'm not poor. For convenience, let's pay by phone and a PayPal. I'll take EBT, but you're driving my fat ass to Walmart. But yeah, that kind of tells you my relationship with him, how that's going. And I watch a lot of stuff online, and I discovered it's mostly in the gay community, but it doesn't have to be gay. They have what's called puppy play, and I absolutely love dogs. And what it is like people will act like dogs, like the whole furry thing. Because you know how furries are just so sexy. I love how people like sit. Hello. Hello. I love how people put tits on boxes and then just get aroused by them. Like, what is that? But anyway, but yeah, there's like in leather clad and spandex, and people act like dogs when there's dogs and trainers. So now I need to find a man that identifies as a greyhound. Because my chihuahua at home is not sexy. I have a 3-pound chihuahua and that's not happening. But anyway, I've talked enough. I'm in a lot of pain. I had a tooth pulled Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to Brandon.